Old one, and there's a hair in it. Yeah, let's just take that out. Okay. Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel. So I know a lot of you guys, have natural hair and, when you want to slick down those edges sometimes, but you don't have the right edge control to do so. I'm in the same boat. So I wanted to go on the search for a new edge control because I always like to try new products. And there are two that I picked up from my local Walmart that I want to try out. And I just want to know which one is better. So this is another episode in my Versus series. So if you guys are interested to find out which one is better, let's get started. Alright, so guys, the edge controls I'm using today, the first is going to be the Cantu Shea Butter for Natural Hair Extra Hold Edge Stay Gel. And I had no idea this existed. While I was at Walmart, I just was, glazing over all the edge controls, trying to see which one I've seen the most people using and wanted to try myself. But this is fairly new, so I'm really excited to try this out because you guys know how much I love Cantu Shea Butter. So we'll see how it is. And it does say it's long-lasting, flake-free hold, which is pretty interesting. You obviously want your edge control to not turn white and flaky and gross. So the net weight on this is 2.25 ounces, and that's pretty much 64 grams. And it says it has no sulfates, silicones, parabens, or mineral oil. But it does have castor oil, which is amazing for your edges. So guys, that's actually pretty awesome. Jojoba oil and cocoa butter. So I'm actually quite excited about to try this. So that's contender number one. And on contender number two, we have the Curls Blueberry Bliss Curl Control Paste. So this says it will smooth unruly edges and add sheen and create your favorite natural style. What does it have in it? It doesn't really advertise any key things, but it does say it has water, argan oil, some other ingredient, castor oil, which is pretty good for your hair. It does have a bit of a fragrance in it, but it does say it's marketed towards multi-ethnic women and girls. So we'll see which one's better. So guys, I don't really quite have a specific technique on how I do my edges, but it usually just involves just a normal toothbrush. This is an old one, and there's a hair in it. Let's just take that out. Okay, so it has just like a normal old toothbrush, and I usually just like to dip it in the product and then style away. So what's gonna happen is the Cantu I'm gonna do on this side of my head, which is my right, your left, and I'm gonna do the Blueberry Bliss on my left, your right. So let's just start out with the Cantu. I almost forgot. So the Blueberry Bliss is 4 fluid ounces, which is 120 milliliters. So size-wise, so this is 2.25 ounces. This one is 4 fluid ounces, and I'm gonna hold them up and I'll leave the prices right down below so you guys can compare on how much each is for the volume that you get. Yes, that was kind of a tongue twister, but we got it out. All right, so let's get started. All right, so it comes in a plastic container and it opens up like so. Ooh, that's like the normal Cantu Shea Butter smell to it, I guess. I'm not really sure how to describe that. Let me actually show you what the Blueberry Bliss looks like off that. That smells, okay, this smells like, 21 plus, UV blue, like the alcohol. Oh my God, it smells like alcohol. But I guess I did see that there is kind of alcohol in there, which isn't the best, but maybe it will work better. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna dip my toothbrush in it like so. Kind of, I can't really show you guys, but there it is on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and style my edges. Guys, I have no real technique on how I do it. I usually just spread it on the product first, just to, marinate my hair or something. I don't really know how to describe it. Okay, so let's zoom in, and yes, this looks crusty. But let's see. So in the front, I'm gonna actually bring it back and style it this way. So I'm gonna work along with the toothbrush and my finger to kind of get it into the way that I want. If you guys were looking for a how to style your edges tutorial, this is as close as it's gonna get because I change it around every time that I do it. Sideburns a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see because I can't. I'm gonna take the rest and just kind of slick the rest of my hair down and to see how it does on my hair and also my edges. I'm really obsessed with how good it smells. Alright. Alright, so now that I'm up close and personal, let's do the other side. So I'm gonna put it in the Blueberry Bliss, like so. I'll grab more in a second. So I'm almost gonna like back comb my edges, kind of work it in there. And then use the brush to... This one surprisingly dries a lot faster as you're working than the other one. The other one I had a little bit more time to kind of see what I was working with before it dried a little bit, if that makes any sense. Because I'm having a tough time getting my swoop in because it's pretty much already dry, which can be a good thing. If you are slicking down your hair, just not your edges, more of maybe just your hair, I guess that feature, that, you know what I'm trying to say, that aspect would be better. Oh no, it's already turning white. I don't know if that's because of my makeup or what, but oh no. I don't know how I feel about that. I look very pale, but I promise I'm not. So like I mentioned when I was doing my edges, this one dries pretty fast. Like my hair is already slicked down within a couple seconds of putting it on. And it looks like that somewhat residue that I had from my makeup, I guess, mixing with it is gone away, which is pretty good. All right, so now that I have reset pretty much, this is what each side looks like. And this is this side. I'm gonna let this sit for just maybe 10 minutes or so, come back and we'll assess and see how we're looking. So I'll be back. All right guys, so I have waited about 10 minutes or so, also fixed my lighting because I was looking pale. So now that that's done, so this is what situation is looking like. So this is the Blueberry Bliss side. I hope I can focus this right. There you go. Blueberry Bliss side, where you can see that my hair does look pretty flat. Like none of my curls are really popping through or anything. This little sideburn is looking pretty good. I tried to style it kind of in an S on both sides. But as you can see here, it has dried and it's not really having like a demarcation line with like my makeup or anything. But it is pretty flat to my head. It doesn't look puffed. And you can see for my hair going straight back, I don't have any puff up as well. It still smells amazing though, so I really like that about it. So now let's look at the Cantu side, which I'm gonna be honest guys, it's not looking too great. It kind of looks like I didn't do anything to my hair. Granted, I could have probably been a little bit more dramatic with styling it just to make sure that you guys could really see the full effect of it. But basically, I feel like the entire top half that I did is pretty much gone. It is still there, but as you guys can see, my hair has puffed back up. And you can tell there is some water in it because you can see my curls are forming under the cast, which isn't really a cast because my hair is still wet. It's not really slicked down, if that makes any sense. And yeah, so look at this. It just came straight back up. It's not really firm at all, which I'm kind of sad about. And the whole thing is kind of a little oily. Like I have a slight residue that's coming off. I hope you guys can tell that. So I'm gonna actually turn really close and see that there's some sort of residue that's coming off of my hands, which I don't really understand why. Hold on, okay. I don't really know why it's doing that. It doesn't really make any sense to me why there would be any residue left. Like it should dry and it would be fine. There are a couple parts on the Blueberry Bliss side that I'm noticing have come up, but out of the entire place that I gelled down, that's the only thing. It's just one little curl on my sideburn as opposed to the entire part. I'm not sure. You guys can pretty much make your own thoughts and judgments on which is better. I'm a little torn, I'm gonna be honest. So I'm not really sure what to give the verdict to. It's totally up to you guys on which you think should win. So contestant number 1, Can't Use Shea Butter, as well as contestant number 2 is the Blueberry Bliss, it's a tongue twister, Blueberry Bliss Curl Control Paste from Curls. So I'm interested to know what you guys think. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, hit the thumbs up. And if you guys want to leave your theories on which one is better, write down below, because you guys know I never reveal my answer until I talk to you guys first. And if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, because I would love to have you. You can find more of me over here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.